Hello friends,
Hello.
Valerie and Craig here. We are at Hone Quarry Campground at one of our usual meeting places, campground number 7. The campground is closed due to the coronavirus, so we just parked on the side of the road and walked in. Hone Quarry Run is running. You can hear it behind us. It's beautiful up here. Spring flowers are starting to pop through. The landscape is starting to change again. It's been a while since we've met here, and we really miss all of you and this place. So today we came up to just record our 7 Directions prayer. We know this is a special prayer for a lot of you, and it's something that you can play and listen to and read in your own backyards or in your own spaces that are meaningful to you right now. So we will go through each of the directions and move the camera in each of as we move through the directions so that you can get a good reminder of this space. So we orient ourselves to this space and this time with a prayer to the 7 directions. As most indigenous, nature-connected people share, including our own Celtic heritage. With respect for the people who have taught us to remember ourselves into our true community, into the place that we live, along with all the other creatures and beings who live among us, we enter into this prayer. We pray to the mystery of life, the Creator, the source of all that is, who is within us and between us, with longing to connect what has been disconnected, to know our belonging in the community of all beings. We invite living presence from the 4 directions, from above, below, and within, with this prayer.
To start with facing east. Associated with the sacred element of air, the very breath we take, the winds of change, the inhaling and exhaling, connecting us with trees and ocean who create oxygen, with the rising of the sun, the morning star, growth, birth and rebirth, the direction of the invisible movement of life and the new growth of spring. With deep gratitude, inhale, imagining your breath, connecting you with the trees, and exhale as we bow in honor to the east, the transcendence of spirit.
And we turn to the south, associated in many cultures with the sacred element of fire and the noonday sun, the season of summer. South is the direction of the creation of forms, our embodiment as creatures, and the awakening of our senses. Open up your eyes, take in the trees and stones and colors, and open your ears to listen to every sound, even the sound beneath the sound. Feel into and connect with the people, the trees, the water. What fiery passions are calling you to wake up and listen? Perhaps to follow a new path that broadens your vision to those who need your attention, your medicine, your unique gift to heal the world. With gratitude, we bow toward the south, the incarnation of matter, the fire within you and within all things.
And now we turn to the west, the direction of the setting sun, the descent into shadow, associated with the element of water and the divine feminine. Water yields, reminding us to surrender to what must end and die, to what has served us its purpose in our life and is ready to be let go. It invites us to release our anxieties and fears, to surrender to the flow of life rather than trying to force it. Surrender those things in your life that you've tried to be, that you are no longer or never were, to make room for what is longing to be made new in your life, the transition of autumn. We bow in gratitude to the mystery of West, source and sustainer of the river of life that brings endings and death to what has been.
We turn to the north. Associated with the sacred element of earth, the clay of our bodies, the rocks, the mountains, trees, and creatures, the solid way they are who they are, the darkness of midnight, the ancient ways of our ancestors and of deep wisdom, the very ground beneath our feet. North points us back to the still and silent center of ourselves, where we are reminded that who we are is not about what we own or what roles we play, but by honestly and deeply being who we already are. We bow in gratitude toward the north to acknowledge that we belong to this earth and are called to be partners with all who dwell here in the great healing and transformation happening in the world now. And we look up. We reach up to the mystery of the universe, the stars that we can't see right now because of the miracle of the sun. We look up into an awareness that life is more than what we see before us, that there is benevolent, loving purpose in all of this, that we may call God or sacred presence or universal intelligence. Imagine the miracle of our atmosphere, regulating heat and climate. Recognize the limitless miracle of planets and universes and galaxies, engaged in a cosmic conversation, keeping all things working together. Looking up, we remember that we belong to a story and a system of life much larger than the worries and concerns that consume us every day.
Now look down, touch the ground. Imagine the roots interconnected with all other alive beings rooted in the soil. Imagine the bugs and mycelium that keep the region healthy, transporting nutrients and transmuting death from one creature into life for another. There's a conversation going on beneath our feet all the time, connecting all things, even us. Imagine the waters flowing deep down beneath us, and beneath that, the core of fire that animates all that is alive, all that is conversing with one another, keeping alive a system that we all participate in.
And now, face within you with gratitude for the living system inside you. That keeps you alive. Your cells, nervous system, bones, organs, water, blood, the miracle of life. Turn deeper inward to your own sacred center, where your DNA has knit together in a unique an important human who belongs here, who is important here, who is needed here. Listen in on that conversation within you. Not the one that chatters with to-do lists and self-criticism, but the deeper conversation, the one that calls you to quiet listening and stillness. This conversation is what the New Testament calls the Christ within you. And then we bow to one another. In recognition of the sacred in you and the sacred in me and in the sacred all around us. Blessings to you during this time. May you know that you are not separated. While you may be alone, you are connected and deeply interconnected with all that is. With our love, to see you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.